been building a wellness facility for the last 10 years, you guys. He got involved in Kenyon 5 years ago, and guess what his income was last year? And this is so you guys have an idea of the type of notes you should be taking. So this guy earned over $335,000 in commission in 2020. And the reason that's possible is because he has that relentless mindset to just keep going and figure it out. And so, are you ready, Ben? You ready to go, bro? Everyone give it up for Ben, round of applause.
Hey guys, where's the energy? Remember this, God first. Whatever that means to you, always out of respect and love, but God first. Okay? Love first, empathy first, compassion first. I'll tell you what got me up on this stage, besides him. It was really a whole bunch of trouble. It really started, the entrepreneurial journey for me was a whole bunch of trouble. You know, I grew up in Boston. My dad, he was with the Truckers Union in Charlestown, Mass. You guys might have heard of Charlestown, Mass before. He was with the Truckers Union. My mom was with the Massachusetts Teachers Association, two blue-collar workers, hard-working people. No idea about entrepreneurship or business. You know, in my family, just getting a bachelor's degree was incredible. Making $100,000 a year, unheard of until my mom did it with the MTA. But it took her, 20 years to get that type of recognition and what she deserved for those 12-hour days. And my dad didn't do the Truckers Union anymore. He took a job with Boston Public School Bus as a driver in the projects in Boston. The projects in Boston are white, black, everybody. There's a whole bunch of people that are in the projects in the cities, guys. And he would take me home. He said, "Hey, Ben, I know you think we don't have a lot." He said, "You should see some of these kids who I take to school. I got to stop these kids from stabbing each other on the bus." He goes, "You got to do something bigger with your life." He'd always tell me that. But then, I got a little bit older, and some people in the neighborhood kind of figured out that I had some talents. And they got a hold of me, the wrong influence, and I went the wrong way in the streets for a long time. Disrespected myself and my family. And then God put me in the U.S. Navy. I don't know how I got into the U.S. Navy, man. It was, wow. And I deployed twice to the Middle East, once to South America, and I decided in 2007, I got told by a guy that I was on deployment with. He says, "Man, you never miss a workout." He goes, "Even if we come home from doing what we're doing, we get back on ship from whatever op we're doing or whatever watch you're standing." He goes, "You don't sleep, you don't miss a workout, do you?" And I said, "I don't." And so I kind of got into the physical readiness side of the Navy. I noticed a lot of sailors and Marines that couldn't meet with the standards. And to defend this country, you've got to meet certain standards. Okay? And thank you to all the service members who are in here, the veterans who are in here. God bless what you do for this country. Standards is what it comes down to, the standards in your life. So I had to raise mine, and I had to get out of a whole world of pain. And I learned so much in the Navy, but that's where it really came to me. I got to go out and serve the world through fitness. In 2007, I had the vision, and this guy, Dela Cruz, at my command, he put it in me. He was already a certified personal trainer. He says, "Listen, when you go home," he goes, "we can go out and we can do whatever. We can go and get into bar fights, play pool, however you feel. We're going to learn how to drive again. When you get back from deployment, you need to learn how to drive a car again if it's been 6 to 8 months." And he says, "Or you can get that NASM certification and you can get the DVD and the whole thing." And I said, "All right, I'm going to do that." And there were some drinks and stuff like that too. Because they make you alcoholic in the military. They turn you into alcoholic, And I've been almost 2 years off of alcohol now. So, I got the cert. 2009, I got out to a job at LA Fitness, Chula Vista. Said to myself, I can't hang around this place anymore. And I told the sales guys, I said, "You are not going to sign up any clients for me. I'm doing my own sales. I'm signing my people up. You're not touching my commission. The $15 an hour is not enough." A couple months of them switching sales and the books on me, I was out of there. I rented a little $500 corner of a studio with the latest suite with God bless her heart, give me a chance. And I scaled up to a wellness facility, personal training, physical therapy, all these different things. But 5 years ago, the water came into my life. I told another personal trainer, you're a scam artist. You got the snake oil, right? You know, like how we played Avicii levels when I came up here. I said, I see you in all the level, you're in the level business, right? Well, I have a business degree, so I kind of know that all businesses are built in levels. You guys know how many people get paid when a house gets sold, when a car gets sold, when an iPhone gets sold? 8 people? 8 points? Same thing. Same exact thing. But I said no. And when I said yes, all my acid reflux went away. All my bloating went away. All my headaches went away. All my low energy went away. It just went away. And if I didn't drink enough water, it came back. And when I did, I was good. All right, and I had a meeting recently with Mr. O, and he wants to make sure that all you guys have your Ukon in your pocket. All right, who has their Ukon in their pocket? Because he's helped me out a lot too. All right, keep them on you guys. Keep them on you. So if you guys are wondering, the reason that I was able to create the $300,000, well, first of all, God gives us the power to create abundance in our life. But the other thing was this. My back was against the wall. Did you just hear what Giordano said about your back against the wall? Okay, my back was against the wall. Gym owner, COVID. What do you think happened to Jim? It was a world crisis. Closed down. 10 grand a month to turn the key. What are you going to do? $3,000 mortgage. What are you going to do? Car payments. What are you going to do? 3 kids. What are you going to do? What would you do? You guys know what I did. What would you do? And all the other people helped me get up on this room. Chris, Jilly, Ryan, Aldrin, Chris, Colton. I just thought about what they would do. I just thought about all the training that I've gotten from all of them. And then I done thinking a little bit, and I got to work 12 hours a day, sometimes 7 days a week through COVID. That's the real story. Because there was stuff I had to manage with the gym blowing up in my face and in Magic. Right? And I'm still doing the gym and the Magic. So that's how I got here today. All right, now who wants to train on no's, objections, and the worst one? All right? You guys know I'm not the best at that, all right? All right. So the first thing is, tell your story and handle the 4 objections going in. So let me tell you, I was at my gym one day, this guy comes in with water. He's telling me it's special water. And I started looking at this thing, and first I just thought alkaline water was a scam. Then I saw there were some cheaper machines online. They said they did the same thing. I knew he was part of, it was an MLM thing. That's what it was. Okay, it was just a lot of money. But, looking forward into this, after investing, we were throwing money away on bottled water anyway. I found out that this is the only company licensed in medical hospitals that was OEM. Okay, that means, that they control their own manufacturing. And then I learned bottled water, alkaline water was a scam. Y'all have seen the videos, you guys know. Right? And then as far as the business goes, how many people get paid every time an insurance policy gets sold? You guys know? Any product. And I realize that most people who live in an employee mindset don't understand sales, and they don't think they can do sales, so they immediately paint all salespeople into like a bad corner. That's where the limiting belief comes in. So if you guys can handle some of those objections going in like I just did, just talk about them openly, the things you saw. The next step is like just showing them videos, really. It's asking them if they're open to look at videos. I'm not going to give you guys too much fluff here. I really want to show you the inner workings of how this is done. The money. All right. Can somebody read that right there? Nice and loud.
Money. If I sent you a 5-minute video to help you learn how bottled water costs you more in the long run, would you be open to checking it out today?
Yeah, if I sent you a quick video that shows how bottled water costs you more in the long run, would you be open to checking it out? If they say no, guess what? We're done. Next. It's that easy. Hey, God bless you. Have a great day. Right? But then you send them the video. And then here's the next thing. Hey, that's awesome. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. When's a good time for us to chat later on today? I didn't send the video yet. I set up the time, then I send the video. Now I'm not chasing. Now I'm educating. Now I'm meeting with somebody. because they said that they were open to it. And I'll send them the chart too. They send them the chart. You know the old school chart with the SD501 and that old one. It's in the R2F resources. Look in your R2F community resources. Tons of cool stuff. Right? So, yeah, the tap in the water chart. So that's how you handle the money objection, guys. And what is money? Money is just an idea. I'm learning more about it. Cash flow, liquid assets. I'm learning more about it. COB, Jilly. I'm learning more about it. Money is just an idea. It's not even worth the paper they printed on us numbers in an account. The bank's going to invest it anyway. They're investing more money right now. And you know what? They try to scam my wife at Chase Bank for a whole bunch of money. They're fighting her on giving it back right now. Let me tell you this right now, a little side note. Get your money out of the big banks unless you're a corporation. Go to a credit union. Yeah, be concerned about it. The bank's not looking out for you, okay? So what I tell people is, do you want to let those digits 5 and 4 and 0 and whatever it is after the taxes, do you want to let that sit in your account? Or do you want that to be the gift that keeps on giving to your family forever in your body? Do you want to let the bank invest your money? And they just got a couple digits there, the money's not even there, it's not there. Or do you want to keep buying bottled water? Is that what you want to do? Buy bottled water, let the bank handle it? Or not buy bottled water and you handle it? You be in charge of your money and where it goes. So empowering people. Money is just an idea. Remember that. Okay, everybody squeeze your fist as hard as you can until your hand hurts. And when it really, really hurts. Okay, that's how hard some of your prospects are holding on to their money, so much that it's hurting them. It's hurting them. Now open your hands, be loose with it. You didn't earn it anyway. God gave it to you. Bless your family with it. Alright? So some people, they're doing that. You've got to help them see the money's not a big deal because they're probably already spending, $100 a month on bottled water anyway. Who here has had somebody buy a K8 who already had a $7,000 water system anyway? Who here has helped people buy the machine who's already had like this whole thing at their house, RO, softeners, all the stuff, right? All the stuff they say they have. Right? So understand that many people get this that have never tried the water before. How many people here sold a machine, money, all that aside, blah, blah, blah. They didn't even test, they didn't even try the water. Yeah, you never even met the person. Like, this business is incredible. It truly is. This is the only place you can really do that, guys. Objection 2, alkaline water is fake. All right? Somebody want to read that one? One person, loud and proud.
If I send you a cool video that breaks this all down, would you check it out today? Let's go.
Let's go. So I have people saying this, all right? Number 1, because of the angle, and number 2, I'm always saying this. You're the people that need to say it. You guys are the ones that need to say this. So say it from a room of people. So yeah, if I can show you about the fake alkaline water in a quick video, would you check it out? You send it. Your fam say, great, what's a good time for us to chat, later on tonight? Oh yeah, you're busy? Cool. Yeah, I'm free tomorrow at this time. What about you? Okay, and no biggie, just shoot me a message when you're done watching it. Don't. 1 or 2 times you try for the fam, let it go. You're going to need to follow up with them. It gets too weird when you ask for the fam more than, it just gets too weird. Who's felt that before? It just gets too weird. I don't want to pressure you to fam. You're not that interested, or otherwise you'd say yes. You got the same, time in the day as mine. I bet you if my accountant and your accountant looked at how much our time is worth, mine might be worth more than yours, maybe. So whose time, don't waste mine. And how you softly say that is, no big deal. Check in with you tomorrow, right? That's it. That's it. And the thing is, the sad thing is about that is that that's $300,000 a year, guys. That's not a lot of money in the real world of big business. Do you guys realize that? You guys all realize that you can do the same thing? You realize? You know how many people said I was going to be dead or in jail? You know how many of my friends are dead or in jail? The rest of them are all sober. That's it. That's how some people grow up. But you don't have to choose to stay that way. So if I can come from that, you can do this. All right? You can do this.
Yes.
You have to wake up and believe it. All right?
Thank you.
Number 3, let's move on. You guys saw the video this time, right?
Yeah.
Does that all make sense?
Yep.
I know it's repetitive, but I want to get down to the nuts and bolts of what stops people actually from getting the transactions done. The transaction is this. It's changing a life and opening a relationship. It's not closing a sale. It's changing a life and opening a relationship. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the cheaper, the competition, the eBay. All right, a couple things. I met with a guy that used to work for Kayant named Arthur. He's been friends with Mr. O, our CEO, for years, back and forth. All right, he knows everything about the competitor machines. All right, you guys, I'll just break it down for you real quick. Hardly any platinum on the plates, if any at all. All right, smaller surface area. They don't have the hoses to clean the mold out. Okay, they don't have the track record of being in hospitals. They don't have any ISO 9000. They're not OEM. They're all made by another company that manufactures. The lifetime warranties don't hold up. Does anybody know of a lifetime warranty on any appliance or car in the world that actually is real? You guys ever heard of that? No. It's just very common sense, but you don't need to know all that. What you need to do is ask them if they're open to looking at a video by somebody who explains all of that. You don't need to know any of that. I just know it because I watch the videos, okay? And I am the dude that geeks out and go looks at the different products and finds out. But I don't waste too much time. I learn how to handle the objection and overcome it. So, hey, if I sent you who wants to read that one?
If I sent you a video that shows exactly how all the ionizers on the market are built, would you watch it later today?
And then what are we going to send them?
Send Dr. Michael competitive web.
That's it. You're going to send them that. And you can also have them look at some of the tie-ins being picked apart. All those videos are in there. All of them, guys. And all you got to do is have them look at these videos. There's a couple links. But again, I don't focus too much on this. I don't start vomiting them on them about how our machines are better. I don't. I just say, hey, I get it. I saw that as well going in. You know, if I sent you a video about how ionizers are actually made, would you check it out? Like, would you actually watch it 40 minutes? Because if they will, they're with you. And if they won't, they're not. Move on. Just, again, if they're open to watching, they want what's right, and they believe that you're helping them, and that's what you're supposed to do is help them. Send them the proper information and let them look at it, then ask for the band fam, and move on. And that's the best way to do it. Who here is a engineer, product expert engineer on a NAG? Anybody? No. Anybody here taking apart a machine? Well, watch some of these videos so you can see the rust and mold that builds up in these cheaper machines, how the cheaper plates rust, how the electrode plates kind of corrode. Okay, watch this stuff and learn this stuff. But know it for your own certainty, but let the video communicate to people for you. It's third party. I love these events because all the heavy hitters that taught me everything, and Gio, Ryan Bell, all these people, they come up here and my team gets to hear a different perspective from me. And speaking of my team, I want to tell you guys, I would not be up here without you. Doing it right now. Without you. And I want to talk to everybody in the room. There's a little bit of disbelief in you right now. That's just the negativity from the outside. Just believe in yourself. I'm going to keep telling you, just believe. Start to envision. Like John Atkinson said, start to envision. That's a pro athlete mentality. Michael Jordan never saw himself missing a shot. He never envisioned himself missing a shot. He never did. And how many do you guys think he missed? He missed a lot. But he's Michael Jordan still. Either way. So just take your shot. Wayne Gretzky, take your shot. All right? Who's Wayne Gretzky? You guys know? The great one. Come on, baby. All right. Business is a scam. I'm the most guilty one. I'm the most guilty one. This is my main objection. Was the product didn't work and the business was a scam. So who wants to read that one? It's a little bit longer.
I totally get how you feel because I have the same concerns. But I found out that Enagic is a 50-year-old company with a 30-year track record in Japanese hospitals. If I sent you a link to the company's website, certifications, would you take a look at it?
They either will or they won't. That's how simple this is. They either take the next step with you or they don't. You guys see how easy that is? They either take the next step with you or don't. Don't complicate this process. You don't see a lot of graphics and stuff on here because handling objections is very like matter of fact. This is the way to do it. This is truly the way to do it, guys. And once they look at the company website, I start sending them pics from the enzyme factor book where Dr. Shinya talks about Kangen water. I'll start sprinkling them other stuff, little bit here and there. Right? So they understand that this is a real product. These are the first people that ever came up with the idea of making an electrolysis machine. The only people in the world who put it in a hospital and have gotten more ISO 9000s than a satellite goes up in the sky. I have a business degree, so I had to learn about ISO 9000. Very boring reports we had to write. But they said, the team said I was a pretty good presenter and writer. But when the Excel class came, oh my God. Excel and then was it physics? Statistics. Statistics. My God. Okay? I ended up with an A in that class, but I worked my butt off for it. Okay? And so some of that business stuff from school, they say it doesn't, it came back. I'm like, whoa, ISO 9000? I know what that means. You guys should look into what ISO 9000 is. If you didn't learn about it in a traditional setting, just start looking up what it really means. All right, I'm not going to go into that. You guys look up the different certs on the ISO. Okay, it's very important stuff for products and manufacturing. All right, and then you send over the video, and again, you get on the call with them. Okay, here's a bonus. I want to think about it. I hate that one, right? It's hard for me not to turn into Jordan Belfort up here if you guys don't take time with this. But this is actually out of a Grant Cardone playbook here. All right, that's what this is. So who wants to read that?
Totally cool. Usually there are a few things people consider when thinking about it. Yeah, I share those with people.
Hey, totally cool. There's a few things people think about, you know, when they want to give it some thought. May I share those with you? Hey, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, Bill. I've helped hundreds of people get this machine. There's a few things people want to think over. May I share those with you?
Word board.
Oh man, thank you for reminding me about that. You want to talk to 100 people at once with a push of a button? Download WordBoard.
I got you.
I procrastinate. I'm guilty of procrastinating on WordBoard, and then when TikTok started going to all these views. All right now, just so you know, I have incoming people asking me about water. It seems like by the hundreds per day, from TikTok jumping over to Instagram. You got to get up there. You got to get WordBoard. Just get started. It doesn't matter if it's messy. Just do it. All right, just trust me, just do it. All right? So, this is what I tell them. Hey, Bill, you know, totally get it. I help people get hundreds of these all over the world. Just a few things people think about. May I share those with you? The first thing, do you feel like the product's a good fit for your family? Yeah, man. I love the product. I love all the info you shared with me. It's been great. Awesome. What about the price, you know? $5,400 after tax. Can you afford it? Can you afford this? This great fit for your family? Yeah, well, you know what? I think that's the thing. I just don't want to do it all in one shot. And no big deal. If we had some easy payment plans, would we help you take a look at them? Would that be helpful? This is usually where I go, okay, what's your credit score? Just a ballpark. And say, hey, no biggie. No matter what they tell me at this point, I honestly, sometimes at this point, I always get the feeling I'm always going to ask for the down payment. Say, hey, if I can help you get started for only $1,300 down and 24 payments of $180 per month, I mean, help somebody out. And if they have good credit, help them get a 0% interest credit card. You're going to save them like $500 on the machine. Okay, and those are the steps that I take. Those are the steps that somebody took with me. Somebody took them with me. And I was somebody that would be like very, very hard for maybe some of you guys to help get signed up, just because of how abrasive I was initially on, but this guy was persistent and he changed my life. God bless him for closing me. But you know what though? I closed myself. Okay? People make the decision to buy. You can't twist their arm. You know, who wants to be that person that's trying to, you know, like twist people's arm? You can be good on the follow-up, right? But there comes a time when you do need to do that with people. So hey, is the product a good fit? Yes. Can you afford the product? Hey, we just went over the financing, right? And then the last thing, hey, the person helping you out. I know we've only been on a couple calls, but you know, my name's Coach Ben Landry and I'm here to help. Yeah, so are you okay working with me, Bill? Yeah, man, I've been following your content for a while. Okay, so what I'm hearing is product's a great fit for you. The financing works. I'm the guy you want to work with, so what's not right here? I don't really know. Well, perfect. Well, it's just a question of some basic information. Can you send me over a pic of the front of your driver's license? It has most of that info.
Boom.
That's it. So somebody say, hey, you know what? I'm not sure about the product. Well, what kind of questions do you have about the product? Identify the questions and respect them enough to know, boost your health, and know your videos. A professional knows what tool they need next.
Right.
Don't be the one that has to call your upstream. That's my new word, by the way. You guys coined it. Upline, I don't like it. Because I come from the world of anti-network marketing. And here I stand. Limiting beliefs crushed and broken down, along with my ego. False sense of self. Okay, so don't be calling your upstream like which video, and they're probably really busy. Like, be a professional, you want to be a leader, learn your videos and know which one, respect your prospects and the people you're trying to help enough to know what tool they need to see to help them save their family from health issues. To save the money on taxes, to save the money on bottled water, to get all this plastic waste out of our oceans, and all of these people that could be affected, all the animals in the ocean, all the abundance or lack thereof in the bank accounts. It's like I said, money is the biggest problem right now. Like, respect people enough to be able to know what video they need to look at next. So some questions get answered. Hey, great. If I sent you a 60-minute video over honestly the best presentation I've ever seen on the health side of this with a guy named Dr. Barry Ott, would you check it out tonight? I know you'll love this. Can you give it a look? They either will or they won't. Yeah, sure. So when you don't want to use a lot of human effort here, right? You got questions about the product, they need to know more. They're not ready yet. You go to the price. Hey, what's the price? I totally get it, $5 grand. Like, well, let me ask you a question. What's the worst that could happen if you just decided to buy one today? Maybe they are capable to just invest in it on a credit card, and just get it. And they've never, how many people have invested $5 grand in themselves in one shot here? One shot. Well, everybody, right? Did you all do it? Right? And who here has saved thousands of thousands on bottled water? Sanitizer, cleaning products, and skincare, as Chris says, the gift that keeps on giving. All right, who here uses this as a tax deduction? Okay, who here has made some money with this? So the worst thing that could happen is somebody's health has changed. So you got to help people see what's the worst that could happen. Keep asking them that. Hey, Bill, if I've known you 3-4 years and I've been advising you in health and your family was doing great, you wouldn't be telling me, let me think about it right now. Am I right? You'd be telling me, man, let's go. Right? If somebody is really there, that's true. If they don't know you, if they don't know you, but they did know you for 3 or 4 years, they love the product, they could afford it, but they just don't know you, don't you need to reintroduce yourself? They need to know you. So that's how you handle the 3 Ps. I want to think about, they're thinking about, is this the right product? Can I afford this? Or how can I afford this? And is this person trustworthy? Who's read The Speed of Trust by Stephen Covey? Business only moves at the speed of trust. Remember that. That is how fast negotiations and transactions in life move, at the speed of trust. People get married, it's the speed of trust. People buy things, it's the speed of trust. Someone buys a can of Coke every day, it's the speed of trust. They trust Coca-Cola. That's a household thing. It's 1950, whatever they say. Right? You used to have cocaine in it, you used to have drugs in it. Nobody did. Right? That's what people know is healthy. That's what people think is normal. Okay, so they've got to gloss over these 3 Ps in their mind. You can help them think through it right on the phone. If you could ask them, hey, product's the right fit? Yeah, absolutely. Can you afford it? Yep. What about me? I'm a good fit? So great. So let me ask you a question. Like, is there anything that we haven't spoken about that's holding you back from doing this? There's the bonus objection there. That's the one they won't tell you about, because they know if they tell you, then they're going to buy on that objection. They're not telling you for some reason. It's a trust thing, so you've got to dig deeper. I mean, the product's a great fit. You can afford it. You and I, we've got that good bond. So let me ask ask you a question, like, what's not right here? Like, is there something that we haven't spoken about that's holding you back from getting a Kangen machine for your family? So we can help your mom with her diabetes? Did you guys hear the testimonials up here? The health ones?
Yes.
Those are real. Alright? So last thing, guys, is back to TikTok. Alright? Now, I usually come up here over the years and like I'm very pumped up and stuff, but I'm really focusing on tactics right now. And on TikTok, the tactic is get mini demos up that are less than 3 minutes long and capture attention and get your word board going and do it twice a week.
Yes.
That's it. I'm just telling you, there's this whole other world on this platform. Facebook and Instagram are pay to play right now. They're pay to play. You'll see more leads than you've ever seen inbound in your life by doing TikTok. And I resisted it for a while. And I want to send a special shout out to Ricky Eichens. Multiple lives changed over TikTok. I don't even know who I'm talking to, guys. That's the beauty of this. My God, I'm going to help a guy in Vegas who's like, literally, if you knew how unhealthy he was, you'd be just like, dude, just fine. He sent me a pic today. Like, he's got a check for $13.50, and he goes, this is some kind of omen. He goes, we need to get this done, man. I need this water out here. This guy is going through a lot of health trouble. When I met him on TikTok, and he's not on Facebook, and he's not on Instagram. I made him get Instagram, because I told him you might want to refer a few of these. So many older people are not on Facebook and not on Instagram. They're on TikTok with no profile, and they can more than afford this machine, and they more than need it. You don't even know because you guys aren't on there. Let's get you guys on there. The last person, and who is the most important person in my life, is my wife, Denise. She's right there. She's right there. She has helped me refine my rough edges so much. She has been so unbelievably patient with a lot of the messes that I've created. She is the reason that I'm dressed like this. She's definitely the better half. So, baby, I love you, and honestly, like, I bow to you. You're my queen. Now, I'm going to bow to all of you guys, because I love you all, just out of respect.